Hello everybody and welcome to SnackTube. I've been to Iceland and picked up a few things. This is something that is apparently new to their range and it sounded quite nice, so I figured I would give it a try. So this is the fully loaded double pepperoni lasagna. Couldn't get it out there. Fully loaded double pepperoni lasagna. I've tried some fully loaded stuff on this channel before, what the Iceland call their fully loaded. It seems to be a range. What did I have? It was two different types of fries, I believe. One of them had meatballs on it, I think. The other one, I can't remember. I honestly can't remember. It was ages ago, but it's on the channel. I'm sure you can find it. If you type fully loaded into the search bar, you'll find them in there. Or maybe I'll just put a wee link in the thing in the corner. So yeah, this is a range. They've got a lot of different stuff in it. They've got a lot of new stuff in it now as well. I wanted to try this because this sounded really good. So what is it? It is layered with minced beef in tomato sauce, pepperoni and oozy cheddar and mozzarella cheese. So that sounds nice. I do like a good cheddar and a good mozzarella. Does it actually have a full-on description-y blurb on it? It does. It's quite long actually. There it is there. Right, so 450 grams. Double pepperoni lasagna, minced beef and smoked diced pork pepperoni in a tomato sauce layered with free-range egg pasta and bechamel sauce, topped with smoked pork and beef pepperoni slices and grated cheddar and mozzarella cheese. Now isn't that a description? So it's a lasagna with pepperoni through it. Booyah. I love pepperoni, and I love putting pepperoni in things, like just like pepperoni pasta is lovely, or obviously the obvious pizza. So it's probably just going to taste like a pizza but without the dough. For best results, cook from frozen. So you can do this in the oven. Takes 50 minutes, which is a long time. So I didn't do that. I just did it in the microwave, which took 11 minutes. Still quite a long time, but it's alright. I had other stuff to do while I was waiting for it anyway. So there's all your ingredients, if you want to have a wee look at those. Usual stuff. Quite a lot of ingredients to it, to be fair. So let's have a look at our nutritional information. So safe to say the size of this thing, this is a one-man meal, right? This is something you're going to have on your own, maybe with a slice of garlic bread. I really wanted some garlic bread actually to go with this, but I don't have any, I don't have any real bread in the house just now, which is weird for me because I love bread. I love my carbs. So per meal, oven baked, 746 calories. So that's a lot. There's no beating around the bush. That is a lot. So not good for you, definitely. 44.4 grams of fat, of which 18.5 grams of saturates. That's almost your entire saturates for the day in one thing. So yeah, very, very bad for you. 45.2 grams of carbs, of which 10.6 is sugar. Fiber, 5.4 grams of fiber, so not a lot of fiber in it. Protein, 38.6 grams of protein and 3.8 grams of salt. So that's like more than a third of your salt as well. So a lot of, I mean, it doesn't have this stuff on the front, but if it did, there'd be a lot of reds. Maybe that's why it's not there. Well, bad for you. Very, very bad for you, which hopefully means it's going to taste nice. So let's show you the thing. So there you are. There's what your picture looks like. I imagine that's an oven-baked one. Obviously, it'll be photographed, so they'll manipulated it a little. Here's what it looks like at the microwave. Doesn't look exactly the same as the picture, but I would say it still looks quite nice. I mean, it's got a sort of layer of pepperoni grease on the top of it, which I actually really like, so I'm not complaining about that. There's a lot of crispiness around the edges. I don't know if you can really see it from that angle. Let me turn it. At the top edge there, you can see a lot of crispiness, which again, I quite like a bit of crispiness on the top of my lasagna, so it looks okay. It smells quite nice. Let's cut into it. That is pretty hard there. We'll cut into this corner, I think. Get out a wee slice. My problem a lot of the time with your microwavable lasagnas or your frozen lasagnas is they're not very dense. Like, they look dense because they're frozen, but there's not actually a lot of layers. I love a good 100-layer lasagna. We should try that one day. Don't know if you could get a knife all the way through 100 layers. Anyway, right. That looks like a reasonable bite. There's a pepperoni on it. There's pasta. There's your sauce, your bechamel. You've got your meat, your mince. So aye, looks good. Right, let's do it. This is new from Iceland, fully loaded double pepperoni lasagna. Let's give it the old taste test, shall we? It's probably going to be hot as balls. I'm going to get a bite without the pepperoni on top. So just like that. I need to check something. Yes, this is riveting content. Right, okay. Yeah, I just need to check something before I say it because I don't want to sound like an idiot. I'm just going to have one more bite because I'm trying to get to grips with the flavours. Okay. Overall, that's quite disappointing. Not going to lie. Double pepperoni. When you say double something is in a thing, you expect it to taste quite heavily of it. You know, pepperoni's quite salty. It's got that meaty sort of porkiness to it. I don't know how to describe it, but it's nice. That doesn't really taste like pepperoni. The actual lasagna itself doesn't taste like pepperoni. Even when I ate the top part that had the pepperoni on top, I could barely taste the pepperoni, if at all. I've got the texture of the pepperoni. That's the slice of pepperoni, but not the flavour of it. Let me just try this one on its own. And see, I don't know if it's because it's been microwaved or just that they'd used really crap pepperoni, but that's pretty bland pepperoni. You want the proper flavourful pepperoni. That's what you want if you want this to be pepperoni lasagna. Just calling it a double pepperoni lasagna doesn't make it good. Doesn't make it pepperoni flavoured. You got to use actual good pepperoni that tastes like pepperoni. So that's dire. I mean, don't get me wrong, it doesn't taste bad. I mean, it does taste quite nice. It just doesn't taste like pepperoni. The mince is a bit chewy. So it's the texture of it's not great. It is a bit chewy, a bit rubbery. So cheap, bit overcooked maybe. The cheese is fine. I like the cheese. The pasta is cooked through. The pasta's alright. The actual flavour of the sauce is quite nice. The only thing I would say as well is that the sauce tastes quite a lot like coriander, and that's what I was looking for, to see if there actually is coriander in it. And there is ground coriander, and I think the sauce. So there's a bit too much coriander in there, and that because coriander is quite a strong flavour on its own, or I miss cilantro to any Americans watching, it kind of overtakes a lot of it. So what I'm really tasting is the coriander. So if you're one of those people that doesn't like coriander, then it's going to taste quite soapy. I mean, I like coriander. It's too much. There's too much in it because I don't want to taste the coriander. I want to taste everything else. I want to taste the pepperoni. It's really what I want to taste, and I'm not tasting any pepperoni at all, really. It's nice enough. I'll finish it. You know, I'll eat it. But if you're looking for a double pepperoni pizza or double pepperoni lasagna, this is not the one. This is not the one. It barely tastes like pepperoni at all, if anything. Tastes too much of cilantro or coriander, and yeah, the mince is a bit chewy. So there's not a lot going for it. The cheese is okay, the pasta's okay, but all the other stuff that's supposed to give it its flavour is a bit pants. I'm a bit gutted by that. I was hoping that would be really nice, but oh well. We'll just wash it down with one of these. Don't know if you had this before. Tango Berry Peach. It's like Tango Editions. It's a limited one, I think. It's quite nice. So you have a review within a review. Tango Peach. Quite nice. Very sweet. But that'll do for today. That was the fully loaded double pepperoni lasagna from Iceland. Yeah, not great. not brilliant. I mean, it tastes fine. I mean, it's edible. I'll eat it, but it doesn't deliver on the promise at all. Double pepperoni? Nah, not really. Barely one pepperoni. Well, that'll do it for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit the wee bell, and you get notifications anytime one of my video comes out. Leave me a comment, let me know what you think. Have you tried it? Have you tried another double pepperoni lasagna anywhere else? Let me know about it, because I want to try it. I want to see if there's any better ones than this. Maybe I'll just make one myself. But, yeah, this was poor, and hopefully the next thing we have will be a lot better. So I will catch you guys in the next video. See you then.